Growing up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go. Henry. Check, 59. Check.
Derrick Henry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Henry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Come on, QB, come on.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Open man is Michael Thomas. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
But we're already in the hole. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
54 right there, 54 Mike. I know he ain't got it. 54 is Mike, 54. Ready?
Now it's Hill. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. This is fielded at the 7. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he locates Walker, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Henry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He completes it to Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. This is Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Henry out of the pistol. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
The Saints spent a 3rd-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. To the air again with Bridgewater. And he finds Cook. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. They're running the jet sweep here with Kirkwood. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 38, Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Wake, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater. Looking long for Thomas. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Tackle. Go. I need one over here. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. 3 bucks. Match box. Right. Check 49. Same.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the 1st half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
A 1st down carry for Henry. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. And when you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be complete to Cook. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, but it'll be second down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Bridgewater again. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And down inside the 15 he goes. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Being chased, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback It's just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield. Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. There's a nice move. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense, and they're suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. They're going for it. It's Murray. Dancing to his left. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run it again with Kamara. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Scott Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Dumps it off to Lewis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Back to throw it, Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Uncorks one for Dave. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So So for the Titans, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.